Hello, everybody out there on Facebook Live. We're going to open the Zoom room doors in just a minute. Thank you so much for being with us today. And here we go.
Here we go. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Daily Antidote of Song, everyone. Hello, how are you all doing today? We're getting to know each other and waking up early on this, well, not so early, on this Sunday morning, but getting together to sing. It's Palm Sunday for some of us. It's Passover for some of us. And some of us are just waking up to a wet beginning to a wonderful spring season. How is everyone doing? Great. It is great to see you, and it's great to be here for another chance for us to get together and sing. It's what we do best, and we have lots of fun. So we're going to get started. We're going to talk about a song that we are singing this morning. If you're new to us, please let us know where you're coming from in chat. Tell us who you are, and sit back, relax, and let's do a little singing. So we're going to sing a song today called Guide My Feet. And with
Bruce,
me today are members.
Nothing.
With us are members of Jubilee Voices, and I'd like them to wave when I introduce them. Paulette Grady, Jim Harkless, and Jackie Berry, Harold Blackford, and myself. So we're going to guide you, through a song called Guide My Feet. It is an African American spiritual. And it's a wonderful spiritual for this time. Now, this is one of those coded songs where we sang about going away, guide my feet while I run this race. This song is about life. It's about life. And, when we talk about spring, we're talking about new life. We always have a chance to get up and renew ourselves and do something new each day. And it's also a song about perseverance. And we're celebrating perseverance. We have struggled through an uncertain time in our lives, through a pandemic. We're still struggling through that, but we're hanging together and singing. Some of us are celebrating Passover and talking about release from bondage and slavery. Some of us have had experiences with that in our culture, like African Americans. And today we celebrate Palm Sunday for folks who are Christian. And talking about the perseverance over Lent and the perseverance heading toward Easter, if that's your belief system. So this song is about perseverance, and it's very, very easy. So here are the words. The words are in the chat, and I'm going to sing the first couple lines, and we're going to learn it together. Is everyone ready? Great. That's a D for anyone who worries about that stuff. Here's the first line. Guide my feet while I run this race. Everybody sing that together. Guide my feet while I run this race. Here's the second line. It's slightly different. Guide my feet while I run this race. Let's sing that together. Guide my feet while I run this race. Now, the third line is just like the first line. Guide my feet. Okay, you can make it a little different. While I run this race. So let's sing those three together, okay? 1. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. Here's the last line. For I don't want to run this race in vain. Together. For I don't want to run this race in vain. How's everybody doing? Now we're going to try the whole thing. Let's try the whole thing together. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. For I don't want to run this race in vain. How's everyone doing? Raise your hand if you got it. Oh, this is good, good, good. If you don't have it, trust me, you're going to hear it enough, you will get it. But in the meantime, I'm going to introduce something else to you. Now, in the African American tradition, we improvise. So once we've got the rhythm and the notes together, we may bend them and shape them a little bit. And you're going to hear people do different things. Sing what you want to. Do what you need to. Okay? That's all you have to know to sing this song. Great. Are y'all ready? We're about to do it for real, for real. Okay? Here we go. Good. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. For I don't want to run this race in vain.
Hold my hand while I run this race. Hold my hand while I run this race. Hold my hand while I run this race. 'Cause I don't wanna run this race in vain.
Well, stand by me while I run this race. Stand by me while I run this race. Oh, stand by me while I run this race. For I don't want to run this race in vain.
Oh, I'm your child while I run this race. I'm your child while I run this race. I'm your child while I run this race. For I don't want to run this race in vain.
Hurt my heart while I run this race. Search my heart while I run this race. Oh, search my heart while I run this race. For I don't want to run this race in vain.
Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet, Lord, while I run this race. Oh, guide my feet while I run this race. 'Cause I don't want to run this race in vain. Keep it going, y'all. Come on. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race.
Guide my feet, yes,
while I run this race. For I don't want to run this race in vain. Woo! Woo! Woo, child. All right. Wow. I could feel it through the screen. Even though I can't hear you, your smiles and your clapping, it just, whoo, it just makes me feel good. And I hope it makes you feel good too. Because we're singing.
Andrea, you need to say hello to everybody. You haven't said hello to everybody.
I did too.
No, you didn't say hello to Julia and Kate and Susan and Kathy and Arnett, Aloysius, Doug, Bonnie, Carolyn,
Renata,
Sheila,
Kathleen,
all these wonderful people.
Pete and Janet, Sheila, Bonnie, hi again, Carolyn, Deli. If I don't get you, don't hate me. This is my first time. Steve and Michelle and Dan and Susan and Cecily, Jim, Kevin, Lisa, Sandy, Luda and Mark. Wow, from up north. Fred, Martha, Nancy, Ann, Becky, Carol Beth in Maine, one of my favorite places to be. Hi, Barry, Susan, Jean, Brian, LMG, Tom, Karen, Storm, hi again, Francette, Jean, Brian, oh, who else? Gary and Hindi and Jane and Beryl and Gwen and Isabel and Tukey and Margaret and Joni and Barb in Kentucky, Ray, oh, Ray, hi there, Cricket, Catherine, Moonflower, Hannah, Amos, and Jerry. If I didn't get you, please forgive me. I'm still learning the ropes here. But wasn't that a great song? I swear, our ancestors had songs for everything. And when we think about stepping into a new life and stepping into spring, it evokes so many emotions in me. So are there a couple of JV folks that want to remark on this? We relatively just learned this song a few days ago, but it's been a favorite of mine for years. Anyone? Should we just keep singing it? Wait.
One more time.
Is everybody down for singing it again? Okay, we're going to sing it. All right. Let's go then. Let's start again. And Harold, do you want to start with your verse?
I'm on 3 though.
Oh, never mind. We'll just do it the way we did it, so nobody's confused. And I need a note. Now this time, since you know the story behind the song, sing it like you mean it. Okay, sing it like your ancestors in the room. Okay? Sing it like you want the world to hear it, because we all need guidance while we run this race. Amen? All right. And that's about as churchy as I'm going to get today. All right. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. For I don't want to run this race in vain.
Hold my hand while I run this race. Hold my hand while I run this race. Hold my hand while I run this race. 'Cause I don't want to run this race in vain.
Stand by me while I run this race. Stand by me while I run this race. Oh, stand by me while I run this race. For I don't want to run this race in vain.
Yes, I'm your child while I run this race. I'm your child while I run this race, Lord, I'm your child while I run this race. For I don't want to run this race in vain.
Oh, search my heart while I run this race. Search my heart while I run this race. Oh, search my heart while I run this race. For I don't want to run this race in vain.
Start my feet while I run this race.
Oh, guide my feet while I run this race.
Oh,
guide my feet,
while I run this
yes.
race.
For I don't want to run this race in vain.
One more time.
Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run this race. 'Cause I don't want to run this race in vain.
Oh, any thoughts, questions from the JV gang?
I'm going to take the opportunity, which I didn't do before. Some time ago, as you know, I was very, very sick and being rehabbed, and so many of you sent me these wonderful greetings the first day I went into my assisted living place, and I want to show the beautiful pot holder that Susan G sent me. And I won't read the message, but it's a wonderful message that she has on the back. And thank you so much. I love you all.
I just want to say, Jim, warm wishes of wellness to you because you are a force to be reckoned with. um, and also for the song, I just want to say we are all running a race. And I mean, I tell you, since 2020, we've been running the race, and before then. And this song speaks so appropriately to what's going on now. I just don't want to run this race in vain. I want to get to the finish line eventually. So just so appropriate for now, especially for this as we go towards this Holy Week, and we're still running the race. And I just really appreciate singing this song for everyone this morning.
And it's a reminder also that the race for social justice does not end. Right now, we're seeing a lot of laws being put into place in Georgia where it's illegal now to even feed somebody or give them water online. Now, I don't know what your belief system is, but we all know that giving people sustenance and water is not a bad thing. And part of this race is not getting horribly discouraged, but picking up that baton and running with it in any way you can so that we all can be free. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. That's another song, another great song we should sing sometime. But standing there, being present, taking your rest when you need it, okay? You got to rest. But being present when there's injustice in the world in any way that you can. And vote. Yes, vote. Wow. Well, are there any announcements or anything else we have today? Nothing?
So I'll just say that I saw that somebody put into the chat, I think it was Caroline, 253 bills to suppress the vote in 40 states. So it's clear that there's a lot of work to be done out there in the world right now. So it's a really good thing to be able to come in here and sing these songs that give us all this power and all this heart. And to hear all the folks in this room in the ways that they're talking to each other in the chat. It's the intensity of this community has been a strength to a lot of us through this pandemic, and we still need it while we run this race. And that's what the keeping up is what's going to make it not in vain. So thank you so much to everybody in this room for being here and for being wide awake. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Andrea, I'm kicking it back to you.
All right, everybody. We've had a wonderful, wonderful time together today. And somebody has asked us to sing Ella's song. I do not know all the words to Ella's song, but you know what? We can sing the last 2 lines of it, okay? And then we'll say goodbye, all right? So before we start, I'd like to thank Washington Revels and Carpe Diem Arts for this wonderful opportunity for us to get together and sing. Joe's information is in the chat, and I love you all. This has been always an uplifting experience. So we're going to sing the last 2 lines of Ella's song, maybe 3 times, and then we'll say goodbye, all right? We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Again. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Last time. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. Keep that in your heart and your mind as you go through this week. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you for coming to Daily Antidote of Song. And I love y'all. Have a great week. Take care and bye. Bye, everyone.
Andrea Blackford, honorary member of the Sweet Honey in the Rock. Clearly, that was really, really cool. Love it. And Harold, the bass behind it was also really amazing. Thank you again. Andrea, you're an incredible host, and I'm so glad you're here doing this with us. And we can't wait to be hosted with you again in a subsequent Sunday or who knows what coming up in the future. As we're approaching our start of our 2nd year, we're going to have more hosts and more excitement. It's going to be a great next 2 weeks as we wrap this year, and lots of fun coming up in year 2. Stay tuned, stick around, and thank you again so much for being here. Can we all please give a huge hand to Andrea and Harold, to Jim Harkless. Jim, those hellos were priceless. Thank you so much. Thank you to Julia and to Aaron for running the tech. Thank you to Jackie, also Jubilee Voices, for being here. And Paulette, thank you. And am I missing someone? Paulette, Andrea and Harold, Jim, and Jackie. Am I missing anybody? No. All right. Thank you again, gang, so much. Goodbye, Facebook Live. Thank you for being with us. And we can't wait to see you tomorrow also.
Okay.